When I was pulling out the Eminem album because I wanted you to sign it, so I pulled out a bunch of stuff. I saw classic hip hop albums that have been hand drawn.
Yeah, here we go. Let's go.
I wanted to kind of get your 2 cents on them. You know what I mean? A little bit. All right. Here's one, number 1 right here.
Oh, the OG Slick. This shit right here.
This is the Far Side, Bizarre Ride 2. Who did the artwork?
OG Slick.
OG Slick.
I remember just being like, oh, that's a vagina?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a woman with her legs spread? Oh, those loops are her tits? Wow.
Yeah. It took me a while to notice.
How did they get away with this? This is crazy. And then the vagina's got teeth on it too. Like,
yes.
So fucking sick.
So good.
But this is insanely
Insane.
like
so good.
This is amazing. Super fire. Okay. Love this album. Yeah. I remember that. The brand new Heavies version of Soulflower.
Oh,
here's my thing.
First album.
So there's two thought processes. There's critical art because I come from a comic background, and you deal with editors and fans and people that, like those guys. They have a lot of energy for shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So from that standpoint, it's like it's cool. But at the other end of it, it does complement this perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's an like iconic look. The only thing that used to burn me was like they would always have these like lists of the greatest album artwork of hip hop. I have never fucking made one of those lists.
Not even been mentioned, no?
Never.
Not with Beats Riders and Lights. These motherfuckers
Never, dog. But this is always on all of them.
Of course, yeah.
And your work is...
Yours is 10 times better than that, to be honest. But I mean, you said,
but
that captures
it's a
an
huge album.
aesthetic.
Critical artwork,
No,
but
also,
now this is like a cult kind of...
It captures an aesthetic.
So big.
Yeah, like it's so iconic and like it, and nothing looks like it.
It does marry the music.
Like and
particularly well.
Yeah. So it's like from that standpoint, I'm like, yo, that's it. You know what I mean? Like if you were to say, if you could go back in time and you would do this cover over, I'd probably be like, nah. Like I think that's the person that needs to do that.
Here's another one, SCI Super Crew. You might not be aware of this.
I do not know this one.
This is a French hip hop group called SCI Super Crew, but the artist is a British artist called Mode 2.
Oh, I do know.
Who's an ill graffiti artist, illustrator. And
I like this. I do like this.
It's nice now with the ink.
Shout to Mode 2, man.
Yeah,
legendary.
Now, like if you were to say to me, like on some like. If I was head of the art department of the label or whatever have you,
go for it.
It would certain things where I'd be like, okay, well, we need to be able to make this out clearer.
Exactly, it gets lost a bit.
This gets lost a little bit in there, so it's like, it would be some tweaking, and then see this KLR, you can't really see that because it's stroked with this same color.
Yeah.
So you might be better off just making this white with a blue stroke, or even a dark stroke.
Make it
to kind of pop a little bit more, you know what I mean? And then certain things like we would like the splatters on the inside of the line art, like we'd have to do something else to kind of mute that away because all of this shit starts to get lost.
That's true.
But I like the idea, and I would always go for like a more visible
typeface.
So that would have to be white. Like I would probably opt for that to be white.
Yeah, because they got the white here with the characters, but yeah, they could have done that up the top to make it stand out a bit
so
more.
you know what I mean, like those kinds of things, and that's just like from.
I didn't even know that was Mode 2, man. Yeah. The whole of my life. I didn't know that.
And here's one more. We're going way back now. Nucleus.
I have never seen this before.
Nah,
but
you know the song "Jam on It."
Yes,
Jam on It.
I
That's
do.
Nucleus.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
But this is fire though. This is who's Bob Camp.
I have no idea.
84, bro. I was a jet. Like this is kind of dope though. Not for nothing. I fucks with this.
Yeah, it's kind of more on the like really comic book art.
You didn't bring no bullshit. You brought good shit.
Yeah,
that looks a lot like the Scientist, the reggae albums. Scientist.
It does kind of have that vibe to like some of the Jamaican stuff.
The last one that I brought with me is the Fantastic Damage. Dan
LP.
Ezra, I think, did the artwork. LP, obviously, Company Flow, Definitive
I mean,
Jux.
you know, like not my cup of tea. Like not this.
I can see the comment section going wild right
Open
now.
it up. There's a wild style piece in the middle.
I like the cover a little bit more, but once again,
It's a painting. Obviously, they took a picture of a painting.
I like the painting.
Yeah.
But see, once again, see all this shit? Like, something would have needed to be white or something, like, because it's like the red letter on the red background with the yellow stroke. It's a little too much.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just my graphic design brain. But when I did the Fudge cover, they used like a red kind of like this, like boom, like.
Fuck, is that you and the Fudge?
Yeah. That was the first record cover I ever did.
No way.
Yeah, Fudge. What if?
With the character with the dreads and the pencil.
Other than the tribe.
No, what's he?
That was after the tribe.
No.
it's
Fudge
been
was the
before.
first cover I ever did.
What?
It would have been before, yeah.
I like this. The
thinking
inside
it's
is fucking
later.
fire. Like the layout for this is dope.
Yeah.
I like that.
And also the
I guess the
album,
only thing I didn't like was
that
this
backside.
because I'm just like, what is that?
It's
Like if I have to look at something and I have to strain and struggle to figure out what it is.
Which angle and which way.
But you know
round
what?
and shit.
This album is like that. The music is like that.
Oh well, see,
You kind of
I-
not
I- yeah,
strained to
I
listen
don't-
to, but
I don't know the album, so
it's very abstract, very
and
ephemeral kind
and
of
then
weird.
boom, so there you go.
you
So
go.
so
Shows
in that
that.
instance, like if I did know the material, I might be like, yo, this works for this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then, that's a whole different thing. Like if you look at, man, when I did that album, I just did it.
Yeah.
Like that's marker. Like that was before I even knew.
This
I didn't
part
even
is
know how
all
to
of
use Photoshop back then.
It's deep.